Hi, how's it going? So you can probably tell by the title of this video what I'm gonna say. This MacBook 16-inch M1 Max Pro Max to the square root of 450. This is the best decision that I've ever made, I think, in my entire life. It's actually probably the best decision that Apple has ever made in their entire life, because this thing it's beyond perfect. I did a little update showing you guys before, kind of like my desk tour, and not much has changed since then. Like, this has predominantly been my main device. I don't even turn my Mac Pro on anymore. I use my Mac Pro basically as a stand to put some hard drives on. Now, this is not to knock that Mac Pro Tower, because that thing obviously has so many other factors that go into it. Like, I can plug basically anything into that thing. As far as like power consumption, I don't need a dock. I don't need any types of dongles. Like, it is just the most perfect, beautiful machine ever. But the fact that this little laptop here completely rivals that massive tower is just, it's just so mind-blowing and shocking. I feel like I didn't really do a proper follow-up review to this computer, but like, this is it. This is the follow-up. This is the best decision that I've ever made. So instead of making like a complete, like in-depth, full-blown review, it's not even needed. This computer is so perfect for everything that I need. It is so powerful, and I'm so glad that I did end up getting the 8 TB solid state drive, because I have been so used to, I guess, relying so heavily on having external drives that I kind of forgot what it was like to basically just take this with me. Everything is on it, everything that I need. I do still always make sure anything that I have on this, I have it backed up to a separate drive, because my sister back in the day, she got her computer stolen and she didn't have a bunch of video files on that computer backed up, and that is just kind of like always in the back of my mind. Like, if this goes away, I still have a backup of all of what is important on there. So that is a word of advice to anybody. Just because you have the space, yes, you should use it, but you should always have a backup somewhere else. At first I thought I might have made a mistake, that I should have got the 14-inch, but this 16-inch display, I am so unapologetic about it now. Like, I'm on a flight and I might be sitting super close to somebody and I have absolutely no room at all. Am I sorry that I got the 16-inch? Nope, not even for a second, because this display is so perfect, and I have missed having that screen real estate for editing. Like, it is just like a whole new world, especially going from that 13 to the 16. It is just mind-blowing. One of the things that I love when I'm traveling is sitting in a hotel room, in bed, editing. Do the fans even turn on? No! I don't even understand like how it's possible. It is so shocking. It has really just changed the way that I now work, because I would always be so hesitant to start a project like on my old 16-inch MacBook, just because I knew that if I was editing on my Mac Pro, it would be so much faster. I wouldn't have to worry about the fan spinning up. But then I was traveling so much that I really had no other choice. And at that time, I didn't know that this was in our future. I've just been so happy with this, and I'm actually really glad that I did go with a 16-inch. But if you do decide to go the route of the 14, you're also gonna be incredibly happy, because that display is still beautiful. And the fact that it's larger than the 13-inch M1 Pro before, you're still gonna be getting more screen real estate. But I am so happy with my choice of getting the 16-inch. And it's made me even enjoy working. Like, I love editing on this thing. Everything is just so fast and so responsive, and it just freaking works. And the fact that it is so silent, like, the freaking fans never turn on. Rarely do they ever. I think one of the things that has really helped me kind of use this as my desk laptop is I have one of the OWC Thunderbolt docks. So I basically just plop this onto the desk, plug that in, plug in my Pro Display XDRs, my speakers, my external drives are all plugged into the dock, and then that's plugged into this, and like, I'm set to go. So within like 5 seconds, I go from laptop mode to full desktop mode, and it is just so amazing. If someone's like, what else would you want in this computer? I mean, maybe like a USB-A, just because I was in Mexico and I didn't have a dongle and I had a USB flash drive that I needed, and there was no way for me to even use that because I didn't have a dongle, middle of nowhere. There was no stores I could even get a dongle for, so maybe like a USB-A, just you know, I'm just saying, but that's like the only thing that I could even think of. I'm speechless. This is a perfect freaking computer. I don't know if some of you guys have had issues with yours, but I've had no problems whatsoever, and it's actually shocking to me because even though I am such a huge Apple fan, there are things that I tend to sometimes have issues with on some of my computers. Nothing like super major, but it's like, why is this not working? I don't understand. Nothing. It's perfect. It's beautiful. I love you so much. Say it back. Say it back. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. If you guys have any questions or comments about this MacBook or really anything in general, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you want to see the full review that I did and the unboxing of this before in case you missed it, I will put it here in the end screen and in the description. So I would love to see what you guys think of that video if you haven't seen it. And if you have, great, lovely. You don't have to go watch it again. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you later. Bye. That was a really poor ending. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.